All right, did some refactoring and improvements on the Google Charts library this morning. It's a little simpler. Here's our test case. It's not a very robust test, but you can see how we kind of creates a couple charts using the library, and then yeah, it's just a procedure we create and we run it, and this is how we get our JavaScript and we get our divs. So first, you're going to want to get your JavaScript. That's going to go somewhere in the top of your Oracle Apex page, and then you want your divs. You can get all your divs at once, or you can get select divs. So say you've got different regions on the page, and you want different charts to appear in different places. You just select what divs you want, where the divs all have IDs in them, and the main thing that we did here is we moved from got rid of about 40 lines, I think. We moved to a table record type here instead of like a simple array. Am I using that? Oh, that's not even used. Let's get rid of that. So anyway, that was the improvement, and then we made these functions at the end for getting the divs and getting JS. Just they return CLOBs. Nothing needs to chunk now, since the dynamic regions support returning CLOB. So it's pretty easy to understand. It does use a lot of globals, which means you want to accomplish everything in the same session. If you have to make multiple calls because you're rendering the page and you're putting divs in different locations and stuff like that, it will run an assert here and check the series ID that you passed in, and if that has changed, then you're on a different session or something, and it doesn't have the same values for those. So that could be problematic, but that's the way it's got to work for now. I'm sure I can figure out how to store all this, by user ID or something like that, but not going to worry about it right now. So there's some notes in GC Notes on how to use the groups and tags. So basically, when you're creating a series, you can let's just look at the interface here. When you add a line chart, you can add a div group. And then you can add tags. So the div group is probably what you're going to use most of the time, so that when you do a get, you just get by that div group, and that gives you the group of divs that you want to put somewhere on the page. So if you've got two different locations, you can sort that by divs, or if you have tabs or something like that. The tags could also be used, but the tags are kind of meant to be more dynamic. So in your program, let's say you want to sort everything that is, that is something you need to look at the top. You could add a special tag and then always put those at the top or something like that. And then I did just pull up here. So in ArcSQL Schema, there is and I don't know why it's in here and not somewhere else. I honestly don't remember. It was a dependency or something. But it took me a while to find this. I do have a function that converts CSV, fields, or just a CSV string into actual rows using this two rows function. Then I forgot how to use it, so we're using that there. I'll show you how that's being used in the code. So this is something that I hate to have to go look up. Now, I did have to spend a little time finding it. Once I looked one up, I remembered, well, I should just look for like pipeline, and then I found the code pretty quickly. So what we're doing here is, if you've passed in tags, then what we're going to do is get a count from, and it's the tags you passed in, and we convert that to a table, so a list of tokens, or actually, I think it just calls that token. So yeah, don't be confused by that. They're tags, but that's the column name that comes back, minus the tags that are associated with that particular chart, or that div, technically chart. And if you get nothing, then we're going to go ahead and create, add that div to our CLOB. And we initialize n as 0 each time at the top of the loop. So if this is null, then it's still 0, and that works there. So that's how that works. Anyway, we're going to be moving on. I'll be checking this code into the February 8th branch here if you want to look at it or get access to it. Thanks for watching.